Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome people to Footy JUDGEMO. Listen, Manchester United beat Real Madrid to the generational talent of Leny Yoro. Man United are back. Manchester is red. Again, Manchester United are back. Of course, with the 18 years old generational talent. Leny Yoro choosing Manchester United over Real Madrid and Liverpool, as the people saying in the chat. The kid chose Manchester United and working under Erik ten Hag with the new structure. Of course, Man United, of course, over the likes of Real Madrid and Liverpool. Manchester United are absolutely back, of course, with this signing. This is absolutely a brilliant signing. Listen, what Manchester United did, we'll talk about that as well. And also, now it looks like they are turning their attention to Trent Alexander-Arnold for the right back position. Real Madrid, they are trying to get Trent over the line. They are talking to Trent, who hasn't renewed his contract yet. United are absolutely pulled this one out, like, to be honest, out of nowhere. They actually submitted the bid. They did their work. They did the groundwork, and they waited for Real Madrid. And we'll talk about that. Are Man United back with the likes of Xerxes, with the likes of Leny Yoro? Are these people able to take Man United to the top level? Of course, again, and also we'll speak also about Pep Guardiola delaying the decision to sign a new contract to stay at Man City or not. Is this a disruption at Manchester City? I really wanted Martin before. I know that Martin is not going to be here for the next week or so. About this delay again in the decision, is it going to disrupt the signings for Manchester City? We don't know who's going to be the manager. Is he going to stay? Is he going to leave? Is he waiting for the charges? Is it even about the charges, or is it even about something else in the club? We actually don't know. But listen, we start also. Listen, I'm here with Martin, of course, Marto, and with Martin, of course, we're going to be joined by Nick, Nick is here, of course. Nick, absolutely, Nick is here, talking about Liverpool, of course. Nick is here from Australia. So look at two Aussies here and one Mank. Who can imagine that there is going to be a football show with two Aussies and one Mank talking about the Premier League clubs? It's absolutely brilliant. By the way, Nick sent me yesterday a trance, a 1 hour house music mix that he did. It was absolutely brilliant. I listened to some of it. I couldn't finish it, of course, all of it, but it's absolutely brilliant. And if you guys actually, one of the mods or Nick, him himself as a mod, can actually post the link for his SoundCloud. It's absolutely a brilliant piece. So if you are into house music, if you are into like music by the pool, it's absolutely brilliant. But listen, let's stick to the football. Let's talk about the football. Let's start with the Yoro. Man United are cooking, aren't they? Marto. Man United are back. They actually got this kid from underneath Real Madrid's nose, where he's like, he wanted Real Madrid. They snatched the guy. It's
groundbreaking. They're not going for like a 35-year-old, so I'm very surprised. Their transfer strategy is completely changed. They're looking for Saliba 2.0, or the Saliba of defenders. Some people are saying Mbappe of defenders, but I actually haven't even seen this guy kick a ball. But apparently he's good. If Real Madrid want him, I guess then that's on an automatic generational talent right there. But seems to be pretty steep price for an 18-year-old compared to what it used to be, I suppose. But look, he played 30-odd games or something for Lille. Apparently he's got, he likes short passes and that kind of stuff. So maybe they're going to try and get the Ajax ball going under Ten Hag. But I'm still like, I'm waiting to see what happens with United. I'm not that blown away.
But them getting this over the line is something. It's something. People say, I'm in the mud. They got it over Real Madrid. Listen, Man United fans, you want the waffle? I just wanted people in the chat, I wanted people to say, do you want the waffle or do you want my real opinion about this? I want just one word. Waffle or real?
Real.
I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah, but tell us.
To be honest with you, there are two aspects of looking at this. Man United, what they did is that they submitted the bid. They did what Liverpool didn't do, to be honest. They submitted the bid. They did the work. And they waited, right, for Real Madrid. If you listen, if you read the exact tweet, right, of David Ornstein, it is actually, in my opinion, the kid still wanted Real Madrid. All right, this is what Ornstein tweeted. For the Man United fans in the chat, there's no hate, there is nothing, okay? But this is the Ornstein tweet in the chat, right? The Ornstein tweet. I'm looking for it, right? Ornstein tweet said, literally, I am looking for it. I actually bookmarked it. So here is it, bookmarked it, right? Leny Yoro is flying to the UK to take his medical finalized personal terms as Real Madrid as Man United pushed to complete the signing. The 18-year-old defender initially favored Real Madrid, but Lille accepted initial 62 years Man United bid, still work to be done. My point about this is that for Real Madrid, for Man United fans, yes, you got it over the line. And I'm all for it. And he's going to play for Man United. For me, I'm going to be consistent. I wouldn't want a player that wanted another club first. And it's Real Madrid are the bigger club here and everything. The kid kept Man United waiting. Would Man City do that? I'm just going to be honest. Ask yourself a question. I'm going to ask Martin. Would Man City do this? Would Man City wait for a player to make his decision who's publicly said that he wants to join Real Madrid? For the people that say by the way, let's just establish something before Man United fans, before you guys get annoyed in the chat and say that. This is a brilliant business. At the end, he is a good talent. I haven't watched him enough. And at the end, Man United got the guy over the line, right? So just hear me out, people, and don't be stupid in the chat, okay? This business is good by Man United. because at the end, the guy will play for Man United. I'm not gonna deny it. It's good. 18 years old, 50 million euros, 42 million pounds. Good business.
Wait. It's 62 million euros, right? That's what Ornstein says. 62 million euros, 52 million pounds.
62 million euros, 50 million pounds. 50 million pounds?
Well, I
spent that much on Wan-Bissaka.
That is a good business, right? That is a good business. But the fact that people say he chose Man United over Real Madrid, guys, Real Madrid literally said, we aren't matching the bid. We don't rate the kid like this. We don't rate the kid that highly to actually match Man United bid with someone who is the last year of the contract. Man United fans, I can fucking sit here and literally lie to you and tell you, you fucking beat Real Madrid. You're fucking amazing. You beat Real Madrid. He rejected Real Madrid through Real Madrid. He literally all the last 2-3 weeks, and hear me out. And if you fucking think I have an agenda, it's up to you, right? It's fucking up to you. If you think I have an agenda. The kid for the last 2-3 weeks, his camp said, we're fucking waiting for Real Madrid to bid. They didn't bid. You got it over the line. You did the work. You fucking waited in the corner, having the meal ready on the table, waiting for the girl that is waiting for another guy. And the other guy said, nah, I'm not taking this girl. And the girl was like, yo, I'm going to have a meal with the other guy that has the meal ready. Which is fine. At the end, you got the girl. At the end, Man United, you got the girl. You got the good girl. She's coming. She's having a meal with you, bro. She's having a meal with you. Now she's having a meal with Man United. You know what I mean? You're about to fucking put the ring out and propose and get the girl. That's what you are doing now. The girl was waiting 2 weeks for the other guy to propose. And the other guy didn't fucking propose. But you want me to sit here and tell you, you fucking beat Real Madrid to it. The girl didn't wait for the other guy and said, how am I going to get the guy in the already having the ring ready? Yes, that's what happened, people. And I'm not fucking changing my opinion about that to please some Man United fans. Brilliant signing. At the end, you gotta get married to the girl. You gotta propose to the girl, you get married to the girl. Right? But at the end, the girl wanted another guy. And I'm sorry.
The dowry was there. The dowry was big. And it happened with the other guy too, Xerxes, right? They didn't pay the release clause.
No, Xerxes, no. Xerxes, no. No. So now you're having an agenda. For Xerxes, it's completely different. Xerxes wanted to join Man United. That's the difference.
Yeah. But they paid more than the
wanted to join. No, but they paid more than the release clause, so they can have it. So get your facts straight.
No, I know, but they
get
paid more than
in installments. No, but that's not bad. That's actually good business for Man United. To divide the payments, see, I'm fair. To divide the payments over 3 years, right? You gotta pay a little bit over. Like when you get a house, when you mortgage a house, you pay interest.
Yeah, but that's just
because you're not paying
You can loan the money to yourself over 3 years and pay for it all up front. Like this is.
Oh, come on! You know what I mean? They paid over the release clause to pay it over some years for PSR.
Yeah, but you can do that. I mean, Chelsea have shown you can get around that just by loaning it. Anyway,
but to be honest with you,
I
want to get Martin's opinion about this Leny Yoro saga, because apparently this is the marquee signing, an 18 years defender. And by the way, people in the chat, challenge me if you think I'm wrong. If you think my analogy is wrong, challenge me. Go ahead.
No, it's typical Omar Barada. Said this would happen. This is what Omar Barada does, buys young players that not everyone's ever heard of before. I know everyone's going to go, yeah, we've heard of him. No, you didn't. Don't lie. You'd never heard of half these players 6 months ago. So let's not lie and suddenly now watch. You know, when City signed some of their players, I'd never heard of them. Listen, I don't have the time of the day to watch every single league around the world like everyone else claims they do. If you've got time to watch every league in the world, you need to get yourself a job. Seriously, go and get yourself a job or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever. Go and do something. But it is. But listen, the thing of United's back. They finished 8th. What is this back bullshit? But what they're going back to 6th? Listen, United needed major open heart surgery because their squad was crap. Their squad was crap. They had to buy, they had to spend, they had to bring players in because they were falling down the table. They were going from 6th to 8th. Where was next? 10th. This thing of United's back. No. Ten Hag will be out of a job in 6 months. Wait and see.
They're essentially replacing players. Varane left.
Yeah.
Casemiro played centre-back for like half a season. Evans is pensioner age. Maguire is Maguire. They loaned out Kwambala, didn't they, to another club or something? Like, that's their
I think
defensive
so.
line.
Yeah. He joined
They need
Villarreal.
to buy someone. Yeah, they need to buy someone. They need to fix the defensive line. And I agree. I get where Mo's saying, like, you know, I had him set up. Yeah, I'm gonna take you. And then next minute someone sweeps in. It's like, nah, come here instead. It's like I saw someone in the chat said he went for the money or whatever. They have to start somewhere. If it's going to be an 18-year-old, so be it. It's rated so highly as an 18-year-old. And apparently Liverpool didn't put a bid in there. Apparently, from Ian Doyle, says that Liverpool didn't think they could justify making an 18-year-old the second most expensive defender in the history, given the personnel already at their disposal. So we still need a defender, but an 18-year-old was probably not it.
It's a big risk. An 18-year-old coming into the Premier League. We bought Saliba at 18 and then loaned him out for 2 years. So I think Chelsea tried to copy that. They got Fofana in, and he basically got injured, and I think he went to Leicester or something first. But it's a huge risk to bring him into the Premier League and expect him to be your starting centre-back to replace someone like Varane, who's experienced as hell.
Yeah. But the thing is as well, like you said, you bought Saliba at 18 years old, you loaned him out. They're not going to loan out Yoro. They're going to start him. He's a starting centre-back. There's no one else.
Yep.
You pay big money. You best believe they're going to be starting him. There's no loaning him out. So, but they had to start somewhere. They got Xerxes. They've got Yoro. If they get one other player, where would that be? Is that going to be enough? Obviously, you know, they say Xerxes a Martial replacement. Are they going to bring somebody else for the other wing? They still need more centre-backs, in my opinion. But it's not bad from United,
But do you want the
it's
truth?
a lot of money on
Do you
an
want that
18-year-old.
truth, Nick? Man
Go.
United are moving smarter than everyone in this market.
I'm saying it's not a bad signing, but you're not going to loan him out, but it's a
It's a
lot of
good
money for an
signing.
18-year-old. Yeah.
Listen, I didn't watch a lot of Euros. Okay? I didn't watch the Lille play in Ligue 1 last season. You know what I mean? But he is an exciting defender. Looks good. I only watch compilations and I watch some of the people that analyzes his games on YouTube and stuff. Looks good. Xerxes, I rate. De Ligt, I think is gonna play very well at Man United if he joins.
Forgot about him. Yeah,
Manuel
that's right.
Ugarte, if they get Manuel Ugarte, I think Manuel Ugarte completes that midfield. To be honest with you, I only have positive things to say about this Man United window. Only have positive things to say. This Leny Yoro thing, I wouldn't want my club to sign someone like that. However, I'm sure he's going to go and play well for Man United. But the fact that Man United fans want to say we beat Real Madrid didn't rate him like this. By the way, Real Madrid might regret this. He might go to Man United and bang, right? And Real Madrid might regret this. Same as there are other clubs that didn't bid money for a player and then they regretted it later. Like I'm sure Real Madrid at the current moment say, why did we let what's his name, Odegaard leave for that little? Because look at Odegaard now. He's rated one of the best attacking midfielders in the world. So Real Madrid might regret that. That's on reality. Real Madrid might sit in 2 years and regret this decision for not spending 50 million pounds on an 18 years old who might be rated very high, right? My point about this is very simple. Man United at the end got the player. That's a fact. He chose them. He chose him after waiting for Real Madrid. And Real Madrid said, we don't value the guy like this. Is that something that you can say, oh my God? It's the same, and by the way, there's a difference between Man City last season with Declan Rice and this one. Declan Rice last season said, I want Arsenal, but also I'm open to join other clubs. Leny Yoro was only favoring one club, just one club, right? Real Madrid wanted the guy. The guy at the end chose, you listen, I'm going to go, man. Maybe Real Madrid said, we're not bidding that much for you. We're bidding something little. I don't know what happened in the background.
It would be a very strange signing for Real Madrid to fork out that kind of money for an 18-year-old that hasn't
For
really
18 years
proved
old,
anything.
yeah, 100%.
It's an unlikely. I mean, they're probably thinking he'll go to United and we'll pick him up when he's 25. You know, if someone wants to go to Real Madrid, they'll hang out for him later. But I didn't really think Real Madrid were pushing for him. I saw that they've re-signed Modric to a 1-year deal as well today. So they're hanging on to their older guys. For a bit
Real
longer.
Madrid were only, I think
Modric,
Real Madrid
what?
were only willing to bid. From what I read, they were only willing to bid 25 to 30 million euros for the guy, or wait for him next season for free. Man United literally paid double what I think, because the last report is saying that Real Madrid offered 30 something million euros. Man United paid double. And is that okay? Like, do Man United fans really, and I'm just listening, what on YouTube, people? Do you guys really want to sit here and praise the money you spent on him? My point about this is,
why do we do this on money? It's not our money. It's not coming out of our bank accounts.
It depends if they've got money left
True.
over to buy other players.
Fans get so hung up on transfer fees and wages. Unless you're going to fail PSR, then yeah, it's an issue. But until debt becomes an issue with PSR, United are all right.
Well, they've got issues. They've got winger issues that they need to solve. So there could be some quite expensive problems for them. So you can't be spending all your money on centre backs. Are they going to keep Amrabat? Is that confirmed? Is Casemiro staying?
no, Casemiro is going to be sold. Amrabat, they're still waiting for another loan. I
They're gonna
actually
loan
think
him
that
where are these players being sold? Because no one else can sell players at the minute. So where are United selling all this?
I don't think they are selling players though.
So they're going to end up with a 40, 50.
Oh my God! Watch this. We are talking about the Mbappe of defenders.
At 18.
A Liverpool fan here is saying, Mo, as a Liverpool fan, this is a steal. Yes, because you walk up every day to watch Lille play football.
This is what I mean. We've gone into watching Lille 18,000 times a season now. How do we know as the Mbappe defenders?
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
We finish up Arsenal. I think
that
they've
United
taken
were-
advantage of the situation.
United spend money and it's here we go. They're doing it again, what they do every single season. Never mind.
Watch
Said's doing a
But
victory lap.
they sold Mason Green. By the way, Mason Greenwood is gone for them.
That's right, yeah. Wan-Bissaka's gone to West Ham apparently as well.
Not yet.
They've taken,
Not yet. Is it
they've taken
done?
advantage of the situation because Liverpool,
Yeah.
Arnie Slot's got to evaluate his squad, right? They're not going to rush into forking out 50 million on a defender that they don't know right now. So United's going like, okay, we're going to put the money down. And if no one matches our bid, the club's going to force the player to go there.
By the way, Chris
For that
Wheeler just tweeted. By the way, Chris Wheeler just tweeted and said Leny Yoro was Liverpool's primary target for the defense, but they were convinced he only wanted to move to Spain. So Liverpool again are beaten to this. So Liverpool acted wrong. It's an L for Liverpool. That's the reality, right? That's the
It goes
reality.
to show like the clubs you're going up against. Real Madrid. Oh, Real Madrid put their bid up, and people think he's just going to go Real Madrid. But that's if Real Madrid actually do spend the money for him, and they bought Endrick as well for like some stupid amount of millions of euros as well. So it's not to say they're not going to spend money on a youngster. Maybe they didn't value him enough to say, yeah, we'll give 50 million euros for this player. Liverpool should have.
I
had
am
money in there.
100% sure Liverpool were never going to spend 50 million on 18 years
No,
ago.
I don't think so either. But that's Edwards and Hughes back at the helm now.
So who's going out United? Because you've got Lindelof, Maguire, Martinez, Alacia, Delo, Shaw.
That's the only.
Johnny Evans has been given a new one-year deal. Wan-Bissaka could be leaving. But, I mean, my God, they're going to have an array of 18,000 defenders to choose from. What's he doing, playing 11 defenders next year?
Seriously, these United fans out of control, man. Already tweeting and stuff.
I've heard Martinez was the
and
greatest
shit. Like,
thing ever. Then Malacia was. And now we're at Yoro. Everyone they buy, Casemiro was the finishing piece. This is my problem with United fans. They are so desperate for success now that anyone they buy becomes a superstar.
just because it's Man United. We're big Man United. Where's Ahmed when you need him, man? Far out.
You know what? I've said this. United have become Liverpool fans from 20 years ago. Everything they hated is what they became.
Yes, that's a fair shout. That's a fair shout. I can't argue. That's a fair shout.
All Liverpool fans talk about.
So it's 50 million. It's 50. By the way, just to get the facts straight here, it's 50 million fixed fee plus 12 million add-ons. So there is 12 million add-ons. So it's 62 million package, but it's 50 million fixed fees.
Well, everyone counts the add-ons these days. You don't get away with not including the bonuses. So that's just how it's done. You want to try and say it's cheaper than it is, then you won't include the bonuses. So.
Guys,
I would
guys, I just
say-
want to before we actually, I don't know, like before we actually like, guys, there's about 500 people here. Can we get to 300 likes, guys? Can we get to 300 likes? It's simple. It doesn't cost you a penny. If you're a Man United fan, hit that like button for us. If you're not a Man United fan, still hit that like button. We're trying to get to 300 likes live, guys. Live,
Let me do
guys.
a
Here,
Hussam.
get
Let
involved
me
in
do
the
a Hussam.
chat.
You see this? You move here. You press us plus button. That's a like. Come on, guys.
Come on,
Is that
people,
yours,
hit that like
Dominic?
button. Come on. But so we don't, you know, all of you guys, to be honest with you guys, I actually disagree with all of you. I actually think Man United are doing good business, as I said. My problem with Man United is only Ten Hag. Is that I don't have faith in Ten Hag. Does that make sense?
I
Like,
have a question.
I don't. Like, that's Mo's opinion, is that, to be honest with you, Leny Yoro, I don't know the guy. Compilations, analysis, it look good. Xerxes is very good business. If they get Manuel Ugarte, if they get Delict, that's good business, right? My point about this, the team look all right. Okay? I don't trust Ten Hag. That's just me. I don't trust Ten Hag, Mo. I don't know if he can pull the rabbit out of the hat again like he did in the first season. Like, the guy had, I think it's the worst Man United season since 92, since the Premier League started. I don't have a lot of it. And by the way, any Man United fan that say we're gonna be back with Ten Hag, bro, Eric Ten Hag, as Mina said the other day, and if you guys didn't watch that show with Mina and the guy and Charlie, Eric Ten Hag at the end was given 1 year the extension. They didn't back the guy. If they backed the guy, well, they would offer them a new contract. They just extended the 1 year. I don't think Ineos trust that Ten Hag can turn it around. They're just waiting for a better market. I am not listen, I'm not a Man United fan. All I have to say is that, again, all these signings is that Man United fans that are saying, yeah, they're good. A lot of them wanted Ten Hag out already. And because he won the cup, it doesn't mean that. I would still think with all these signings, Man United still are not top 6 in the league. They aren't.
But
And by the way, I'm basing my analysis based on evidence, which is he regressed massively last season.
But this is a W, man. If they're getting all these players in which they should be, like, all biases aside, they should be spending smart money. Like, yeah, you got your Casemiros and your Varane's experience and all that. Didn't really work out for him in the long run. So you start fresh. Let's get the young players in there. Are they worth the money? We don't know. Let them play 10 games and see where they're at that time, whatever. But Ten Hag being there, it's a win-win for them because they're getting all these players that are quality players, let's say, that have potential or that are established in their respective leagues that they're coming to the Premier League. And if Ten Hag doesn't do well with them, then Ten Hag is essentially gone and then someone else comes into the picture. So it's a win-win for those that are against Ten Hag, in my opinion. They're getting good players in, doing some decent business, and if it doesn't work out after 3 months, Ten Hag goes.
I think they've got to deal with the issues like Bruno Fernandes, and I think they've lost Christian Eriksen, right? That didn't renew his contract. And Anthony, and on the wings, Garnacho. Like, I think there's big problems in the attack, and I don't see Ten Hag particularly changing too much or solving that situation. I want to see some signings in the attack before I start getting worried about Man United. I know Xerxes there, but like him and Højlund are on the same level for me.
So Liverpool shouldn't be worried.
Xerxes was the backup to Vegas, and they got rid of Vegas and they bought his backup.
Yeah, but he's got good hair.
Well, is it going to be Lissandro and Yoro as the starting centre backs then?
Probably Maguire.
I don't know, bro. I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea. Like, I actually still think that Delict is going to be the starter for them. Isn't it?
If Delict comes in,
so
one
Nick,
of them has to be on the bench.
Are you not like upset about this Yoro situation from Liverpool's perspective?
To be honest, I've been so out doing other shit music-wise, I've sort of like tapped out. I try and keep up to date with. There's too much content for me to consume throughout the day. I've just been on a mad music binge. It's disappointing, yes. If it was 22, 23, I would say, okay, maybe we've got this sucks. I would like Liverpool to be at least going in there. I think the question for us would be, we have obviously Matip left, so we need to replace Matip. Now, some will say Kwanzaa coming in is a replacement. He's still young. He's 19, 20 years old, whatever he is. We still need another established centre back there because Van Dijk's getting on age. We don't know if he's going to stay past the next season. He may disappear somewhere else. We don't know what's happening there. Trent's news has come out as well. Apparently Madrid are after him, and if that is legit, if that has legs on there, then there goes our right side. Defensively, yes, we have Connor Bradley, who's been good deputising when Trent was out, but still, like, you can't replace Trent that easily. That would be, 2 players you need to replace essentially. And some would even argue we need a left back. So then you're replacing your whole back line again. Like, we replaced the midfield in one window miraculously. That worked for the majority of the season. But after that, nothing really went to. So for us, it sucks missing out on a player. I'm not FSG. FSG have their own critics and shit like that. They put a bid in. Madrid's going in there. Let's pull out. That's weak mentality.
You think that's a weak mentality?
Well, if you're saying we're Liverpool, I remember Real Madrid put money on the table. Yeah, he's not going to come to us. Let's just remove ourselves from the equation. That to me says that you're not confident in your dealings. Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, that's what it's at. And I've seen a lot of people talk now already about FSG not making anything, not signing anybody. There's been offers put out there. They're saying no. We've had offers rebuffed and players going elsewhere and shit. So I don't know what the hell's happening at my club at the moment.
I'm all for this United fans getting gassed in the chat. They think that we're salty. Look, I think this is great. I want you guys to get super excited about Ten Hag again because I think they saw a preseason game. They lost to some team called Rosenborg. Someone keeps spamming it. It looked like the same old. Casemiro sliding on his ass, it's going to be comedy season, I reckon. But yeah, sorry, back to Liverpool.
Just give it 4 weeks, and when they're not top of the league, they'll all go back into reality again, and they'll all go back to blaming Ten Hag and everything else. So listen, this is what United fans have done. I'll tell you. Listen, I live in the city. I know what United fans are like. They get gassed every summer, and then around about November, December, they go back into the caves, and you don't see them again. And then they come out again in pre-season. And they get gassed again, and then they disappear 3 months later. It's rinse and repeat. Trust me now.
I've got a group chat for Premier League teams, and I can't find a Man United fan that wants to represent their club in it. They just all keep disappearing. So hopefully soon we'll find one. If there's any takers in the chat.
One day.
United can win a transfer window. City win leagues. End of. You win the transfer window, we'll continue to win leagues.
Man, I'm seeing a lot of Liverpool fans unhappy about this Yoro signing, man. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
This is, to be honest, this is from Christian Hoover. Mo, you questioned if United were wasting time on Yoro. This is why you do it. You never know. I agree. So I got this wrong. That I said that Man United are wasting time. At the end, you put in the bid. And at the end, I got this wrong. I got to raise my hand and said I got this wrong. But would I want my club to do this? I don't. I wouldn't. I actually wouldn't. And it doesn't matter if it's Real Madrid or not. If I can't convince, there is a difference. And I explained that before. Olise was okay joining Manchester United. Yoro joined Manchester United. And I'm going to, just for the last time, I'm going to explain it to you, Man United fans, because apparently you don't want to understand this. He literally got tired of waiting for Real Madrid. So he chose, I'm going to accept the Man United offer. He was waiting for Real Madrid to bid for him. Real Madrid said, we aren't bidding. Real Madrid were busy until yesterday with the Mbappe thing. And I think it was today when Real Madrid said, we aren't bidding that much for you. So basically they told the kid, you aren't worth that much for us. You aren't. So, Palace, he said, I'm going to join Manchester United. Which is, at the end, Manchester United, 1 point for them for putting in the bid, because maybe if Liverpool put in the work that Man United did, they would have had this kid at their club, but they didn't. Who did? Manchester United. So hats off to them for doing that. But would I want that to be the situation at my club? By the way, I'm going to say it even against Real Madrid, because this new notion that we are against Real Madrid. I remember Man United back in the days when Man United were just Man United. We're big Man United. Yes, against Real Madrid. Even if Inter wants to sign a player, and the players, oh no, I'm gonna go to Real Madrid. I'm gonna go to Real Madrid. Go, fucking go to Real Madrid. You stay at your club. That would be me, and I bet that a lot of football fans will think the same. There is a difference between a player that is willing to join both clubs, which is a player that is open to join all the clubs, and whoever offers them more money, better project, they would join them. For example, I'm just going to give an example. Maybe Declan Rice, when he didn't want Man City at the end, Arsenal offered him the better rule, maybe guaranteed start, stuff like that. So he joined Arsenal. He wanted to stay in London, but he was open to join other clubs. Leny would literally say, I'm going to join Real Madrid. The people in the chat, you guys are triggered already. Because you know that what I'm speaking is the truth. The guy was not open to join other clubs. He was only open to join Real Madrid. His preference was Real Madrid, and he wanted to join Real Madrid. And when Real Madrid didn't bid for him, he said, all right, I'm going to join Manchester United. He didn't want to wait. That is the thing. So what? I'm going to tell you so what. So what? At the end, he's going to play football for Man United. But he wanted to join another club. It's simple as that. I want a player that wants to join my project, that is given my project the priority, that is being convinced, not joining my club. Because a lot of us made fun of Caicedo joining for the money. A lot of people, by the way, a lot of Man United fans said that Chelsea only signed players for the money, not for the project. So now the simple thing is that he joined Man United because it's the only club that actually are serious about him. Real Madrid don't actually value him like that. It's simple. I know that he's going to do his job. He's a professional. Go ahead.
How has he got this generational talent tag? Like, where has it come from?
I don't know.
Because every player's a generational talent.
Because everyone's watched him week in, week out.
He's had one season with Lille. Before that, he was in the under-23s or something like that. Like, I don't understand. He hasn't even got that good rating on like who scored or whatever. It's like a 6.5. I don't know anything more about this guy, but like, why is that worth 50 million?
Fans do that. City fans did it on Doku. City fans are doing it on Savio. This is what happens.
But Savio delivered at a very high level. Like, you know, he's a centre back. It's very hard to like stand out as a centre back, and he looks like Aubameyang's had like an illegitimate child. So it's going to be
fans love a young, hungry player who comes in and looks exciting.
No, fair enough. Like I think that they can be excited about it. I don't want them to be like, you know, obviously it's embarrassing if a player is linked to your club and then doesn't come to your club. So that was going to be bad for United. So for them to get him in the end, I think that's a good look for the team, the structure, the structure hype.
There was
let me respond to this comment. If you only sign players that only want to join your club, never said that. Listen first before you answer. If there is a player that is willing to move, like for example, I'm going to give you an example. Mark Gahey, for example. Mark Gahey is open to move, but he doesn't have a preference. That means Liverpool can go in, convince him. Arsenal can go in and convince him with a project. Man City or Man United. I don't mind doing that. But if Mark Gahey tomorrow says, I only want to join Liverpool, I'm only convinced about Liverpool, and everyone is begging him to join their club, I don't want that. So that is just listen first before you actually comment. Referral. Just listen. That was exactly the point. The guy didn't want any other club. Anyway, I'm going to move on from this Yoro thing because I don't think it's a make or break for Man United next season. This is not the signing that is going to make their season. It's a good signing for them, but it is what it is.
It's the links. It was the link to Madrid. If the link to Madrid wasn't there, I don't think they'd be as excited as they are now. That's just me.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, but his weakness is tackling. So for me, that's a bit of a red flag for a centre back.
Moving on from this to, do we go to City or Arsenal? Or do we go to Trent to Real Madrid? Trent. Oh, yeah. Trent to Real Madrid. This is a very weird link again. It's a very strange link. It surfaced again with Real Madrid. And I wanna tackle this from another angle. Should Trent actually leave Liverpool to go to Real Madrid? Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Rodrigo, they're getting the youngsters. Carvajal is about to, I don't know how old is Carvajal, 33 now, Carvajal? Danny Carvajal is like 33. Dani Carvajal is actually 32 years old. And I want people in the chat, I want your answer, to be honest. Yes or no? Should Trent actually leave Liverpool to go to Real Madrid?
Nick.
Big question. I don't want him to leave. What's wrong with you? Hell no. Trent is the scouser in the team. He wants to captain the club and everything else. He's won everything there is to win there. Does he want to go somewhere else and win? Does he want to go with, his mate Bellingham? I don't know if they're actually mates. I'm just, from the same nation and all that. But if he goes there on that right side, then they've got experience of Modric. They've got Bellingham. They've got Mbappe now. They've got Vinny Jr. They've got Endrick coming in. That team is a joke. That team is an absolute joke. As it is, adding Trent, again, you will see, can he really defend? Is it just a Premier League? Is it a different tactical approach? Will they use him differently? It's a question mark. I mean, they reckon that he's interested or he's weighing up his options. Would he go? How much would he go for as well? That's the question, because I don't think FSG would let him go for cheap. But it's a massive question mark. It'll be a massive loss. 100% it'll be a massive loss. It'd be fucking huge if Trent left us and went there, because people will automatically go to, Liverpool have no pool, Liverpool this, Liverpool that. But is he there for the club because he loves the club because he's born and bred Scouser? Or is he there because of the manager? And that's the first thing people will go at. Arnie Slot comes in and Trent said, bin this, I'm heading off to Spain. As what people will say. Look at the greater scheme of things. Does he want to be a club legend and potentially, it's realistic, only win what is won in the next 10 years? Or does he want to try and spur this team on to win something again in the future? It's a question mark. But if he does go to Madrid in this window especially, after all the changes we've had in the last 6 months, that's absolute madness.
I think it'd be very good for him to go to La Liga in the Real Madrid setup, because it wouldn't be such like a reliance on his defending. Real Madrid he'd just be able to quarterback there and have a great time just launching balls for Mbappe and stuff like that. For like personally,
Vinny, yeah.
Yeah, I could see him doing very well there. But yeah, obviously the connection with Liverpool, it would destroy his legacy at the club, I guess, if he just left you guys in the lurch.
It'd be massive. It'd be a massive loss, yeah, that right back position. And people said, oh, Connor Bradley's a massive run. Yeah, we don't need Trent and all that sort of shit. Like, piss off, man. You can't. I hate that shit, man. Player has a good 5 games. All of a sudden, he's the next coming of whichever player's replacing. Nah, miss me with that nonsense, man. You don't replace Trent that easily. He is generational, at least in this squad. Most assists or equal assists for a defender, like in the Premier League or whatever it's been, or Liverpool, I forget what the stat is exactly. Like, that sort of shit don't come easy. You have to have some gift and some skill for that, but you have to have the system that allows you to play the way he plays, which allows him to get the assists, which relies on more attacking, less defending, etc. So yeah, you're right. Maybe it'd be better for his football development. I say development, better for his footballing if he went to a different league and he played a different way. Then you might see a whole new dimension of Trent. Maybe then he might get into the England squad. I don't know. I'm the worst Liverpool rep for this, man. I'm telling you, I don't know why Mo decided to pick me up, pull me out of a lucky hat. So,
I don't know.
It's got a year or two.
Okay.
Yeah, and it needs to be. It's close. Apparently, he's interested in the move. So I don't know what the real situation is.
He is interested in the move.
Apparently, that's what the reports are saying. I don't know how real the quotes are.
Why do you think he's interested
is.
in the move, though?
He's got 1 year left, apparently.
Yeah, so does he stay on? Does he go? Who knows? That's the question mark now. What does he do moving forward? Does he stay on?
But you know what the question should be, guys? You know what the question should be? Is that what's the future for Liverpool under Arne Slot? Should he risk his future by signing a new contract? Trent won Champions League, won the league, won everything at Liverpool, right? Under Jurgen Klopp. Is Liverpool going to be another club where the big manager leaves and it's going to be like downhill from there, or just going to be a struggle a little bit from there until they get it right? This guy is 25 years old. He can go to Real Madrid and be from a Galactico team, you know what I mean? Winning La Ligas and winning the Champions Leagues. And also the coming years with La Liga, especially with the Lamine Yamals and Mbappe's and Vinny Jr., it looks like it's setting up very well again. What is in for Liverpool for him? Like, if he stays at Liverpool and Liverpool keep challenging but not winning, shouldn't just be like another like situation like, oh, maybe I go and just be a superstar somewhere else.
But then it comes back to him now. It's like how much do you love? Again, like as footballers, like eventually they'll run their course. Players eventually leave certain clubs and they go elsewhere, like whether by hook or by crook, whether they get forced out or whether they decide to retire themselves. It is a question mark. What is the future looking like for Trent in this Liverpool team if he stays? What's the future looking like for these other Liverpool players? We still got, the youngsters coming through, like your Bradleys, your Elliots, buying midfielders that are relatively young, that haven't hit their quote-unquote prime yet. Salah is coming of age. Van Dijk's on age. They're on their last year as well. So it's Trent, Van Dijk, and Salah who have one more year left on their contracts. That's a big thing for FSG, Michael Edwards, and whoever else is involved to try and sort out. Because if Liverpool are to do anything moving forward past the next year, these three players are going to be key. That's my opinion.
This situation is similar to some of the Arsenal players, right? Arsenal are in a prime position to start winning. But if Arsenal don't win trophies, if Arsenal start being the team that is just challenging, I'm being serious, Martin. There's no, don't do the smirk thing. I'm being serious. I like the way
you just segued that into let's put pressure.
No, but should the likes of Saka and Odegaard look for another club? For example, if Arsenal next year don't win trophies and then Real Madrid comes sniffing for a Saliba, for example, would you advise Saliba to go? Which is like, you've been in the club now for 3 years, you haven't won the league or the Champions League. If you're Saliba's agent and Real Madrid are coming knocking on the door, if your team is not winning trophies, if not winning the major honors, right? Would you say, well, would you like to change a little bit to go to a bigger club or a club that is more in the winning side? Seriously, Arsenal fans and people get triggered. Right, you know what I mean? People really get triggered when I say that. Bukayo Saka, as good as he is, okay, he needs to start winning so he won't be another Harry Kane.
I was having fun on this Liverpool angle. We don't get to talk about Liverpool that much. I feel
go ahead about the Liverpool. Go ahead, tell me your Liverpool angle then. Tell me your Liverpool angle then.
So Michael Edwards, the Messiah, has returned to Liverpool. Do you think that the first thing that he's going to do is renew all of the same contracts with the same players, or do you think he's going to want to put his stamp on this team and go, it's time for a generational change? I don't know whether they've got time in this window to like replace all these big guys that have brought them thus far, but I do think that there may be one or two of the big names may get moved on for the right price, and that segues to Arsenal. Mo, if these players don't win anything, then I'm happy for them to go for whatever price tag Real Madrid are willing to pay, like 150 million for Saliba. Sure, we've got to start again, because the problem is the players. Then, if they're not winning, they have to accept that responsibility, and we have to go and find someone better, hopefully. But yes, theoretically, it's possible. Saka may want to leave, like Trent may want to leave, but I think Saka probably is still a bit hungrier to win something at Arsenal than Trent, whereas Trent's also already ticked every box that he can at Liverpool. So, people just want us to get scared about losing our players. I don't think that's going to be a problem for another year or two. And hopefully we can win some stuff to keep them around, because I think that they're enjoying being part of this project, this family, and it's a bit heartwarming,
At the end of the day, players leave. This is the one thing fans don't like. They don't like when players leave successful teams. That's football. We are seeing the market is dead within the Premier League because no one is willing to sell to buy. You've got to make money at the minute. This is what it's all about. If you are not willing to buy, you're not willing to sell, don't expect to buy.
Plus, you've got to strengthen while you're strong. Like, we're looking at this Calafiori guy. No one thought we really needed him, but if you strengthen from a position of strength, then you will remain strong.
I told you Zinchenko was crap. Everyone was
let's not get the City fans in on their X's. This is, you guys just love to come.
Zinchenko was crap for us, Martin. And
he's not a defender. It's a completely different scenario. I'm not getting into the weeds on that one. But
so at the end of we need to what was coming down the road.
But you agree that you need to strengthen when you're strong. You don't want to wait until you've turned into a weak team and then try and like. No, you can't. But you need to constantly evolve your team.
There's no PSR back then. There's PSR now.
It's hard.
Very
And
different.
you have to sign players that are there like just to wrap up on the Liverpool
And you can
thing,
laugh
like
all you want, but it's true.
like
It's
Van
true.
Dijk,
You
Salah,
can spend
and
70% of your income. If your income's
true.
not high, tough shit.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need
but
money
you can
coming
just
in.
sell your women's team to yourself or whatever Chelsea do. I don't know whether PSR rules are actually
But
enforced.
Liverpool are not buying. No, sorry, Chelsea are not buying anyone hugely.
They're buying a player a day. They have like an advent talent calendar, like it's Christmas, and they open up and
They
go,
got a
okay,
new
we bought a
Brazilian kid.
Brazilian today.
So who
They got a new
Chelsea
Brazilian
bought
kid called
would you have
Nick.
had at Arsenal?
Sorry?
Who Chelsea bought would you have had at Arsenal?
This transfer window?
This is what I'm
Or
saying.
last.
You're
I don't know. They're like buying potential.
But you're comparing what other teams are doing. They're not buying on the same level.
Each team
They're
has their own
shopping at
financial
a
issues. You
level
know,
of what you're
I'm not getting
shopping
into
at.
the. I think Liverpool have a lot of money to spend. I don't think you guys have really tapped into a lot of your potential as far as like your PSR concerns. I don't think that's an issue. It's just you want to spend that money wisely. Arsenal, I think we've built a team that's worth way more than what we paid for it. So if we start selling Salibas and Sakas for $200 million or pounds,
Mo, can you get rid of Knitting? He follows me everywhere and I'm bored of it, mate. Get rid of him. He's been banned off every City channel going. Every City content creator's banned him. He honestly, he's like a stalker, mate. He follows me.
Who? Tell me the name.
Nitin Patel follows me everywhere.
Nitin Patel.
Nitin Patel is always he's always here like on my channel. I think he watches a lot of YouTube. I don't know, what did he say?
All he does, Mo, he's been banned off every City channel.
Because is he a City fan?
Yeah,
Is he a troll?
he's been banned off all the City channels.
You ban City fans from City channels.
Because he just comes on slagging you off, calling you a see you next Tuesday.
Ooh, that's a bit much.
He called me a main road see you next Tuesday last week on social media.
Wow.
Some lads don't know how to behave, I guess.
Hey, everyone swears at me. I'm used to it.
Hey, listen, when people come after me and they come after my family, I'm calling them out.
Yeah, that's fair.
No,
No.
enough.
If there is anybody that is calling after a family or something, that is definitely getting banned from the channel completely.
When everyone, I've had enough of him. He can get lost. Sorry,
So,
I've had enough of
Nick,
him.
are you
I've had enough
feeling?
of him following me around?
Nick, are you feeling a lot of pressure within the Liverpool fan base starting to build about signings
No,
and
keep
stuff
him
like
in.
that?
I'll just ban him off my stream.
Yeah, man. Like every day you see Chelsea linked to this player, Tottenham by this player, Arsenal have the Calafiori saga. It's almost like the Godfather trilogy, man. It's been going on for that long. Like, what the hell's going on there? Like, but for us, it's like every day we wait. Okay, hello FSG. You know the meme of the stick figure and his like poker's like, come on, do something. That's Liverpool fans to FSG. Come on, do something. Hurry up, man. Michael Edwards is back. We're gonna do this, but we're not known to be doing little bits and pieces, planting seeds in the media and stuff like that. Maybe there's a little rumor or murmur, and then before you know it, bang, players coming in for a medical and they signed. Like, that's normally how he's done it. Unless something's changed now, I'm not sure.
What do you think Liverpool need? Oh, sorry, man.
Go ahead. That's a fun. Yeah, go ahead. Liverpool need a
What do you
center
think
back.
Liverpool
Liverpool
need?
need a left back. Liverpool need a DM. Liverpool need a forward. That's
what I
Liverpool
mean.
need.
Like, you got 4 players to get in like one window. Like, it was a miracle that we managed to pull it off last season. Even then, like, it almost collapsed. You know, it pretty much did collapse at the end of the season, but that's come and gone now. But yeah, we need players in the in defensive roles. Again, Van Dijk in his last year, will he sign on for another year or two? Will he, if he says, I'm staying for another season, but I'm not signing a contract, if he goes on a free, that's big money you miss out on Van Dijk. Same with Salah. If Salah goes on a free to Saudi or whatever, that's big money you miss out. Now, some will say, I think, was it HUSAM that said it? He goes, I'll let Mo Salah go for $0 because he's done so much in return. I don't know. Someone said something. I forget who it was. Maybe it would have been HUSAM. I'm just like, bro, you don't give away players for free. Yeah, it has to be something in return. There's money. There's jersey sales. There's people in the stands, especially going to a stadium like that.
Man City do this.
Yeah, and I hate it. And I publicly said I hate it. I hate that.
AMT here with the super chat. Thank you, AMT, for the question, because that segue to Arsenal and Manchester City. Top 2 teams of the last Premier League season, very quiet. This freaking Calafiori thing, it might not happen. It is very strange. It looks like Bologna are holding firm because of the Basel, whatever, 50% sell-on clause or whatever thing.
Yeah, what is that, man? That's nuts. Who does that?
Why didn't you give? See, and I'm sorry, Martin. Do you see how Man United just signed the players? Arsenal are still dwelling over a Calafiori deal, not moving to the next guy.
Yeah, we're playing hard to get. You know, I didn't even want us to go for the guy in the first place. So you're not going to get me getting mad about it if we don't sign him. I don't want us to overpay.
I'm not
for
asking
someone.
you to be mad.
So,
No,
so
but
now
like-
Arsenal are the chick that's playing with the two boys. Is that right? Is that what you're doing now?
That's what we're doing. The analogy. It's like I don't want to pay for this guy if he's not necessarily going to be a starter. I don't know if he's starting over Timber as left back. I'm confused about that scenario. If we bring him in, it's going to put a lot of pressure on him starting for a lot of money. And if Bologna have some 50% sell-on clause, that's their issue. You know, I'm not that desperate to get him. It's just that everyone else wanted this guy, so it's like, okay, why don't you just get the deal done and then you can get him in and all that kind of stuff. It's not a priority for me. I just want to sign attackers. I'm actually frustrated that we're looking at defenders. I don't want to be wasting money on it. And that's kind of what I was mentioning about Man United. Are you spending your big money on a defender when you need to be dealing with other areas? And
My point about this is
I
that
think they need a defense. They need
the
a
season
defense.
is about to start in a month, right? 4 weeks from now, if I'm not mistaken, 17th of August or 18th of August. Teams are already starting preseason. I know that a lot of players are on holidays. They'll be back next week. There's some of them will only have 1 week or 2 weeks. Some of them will travel to America. The signings should be at least some of the signings. What do Arsenal need? They need attackers. They need to sell defenders. They're holding firm for the Smith Rowe guy. They're holding firm for Eddie Nketiah. And Arsenal are again watching the money over, let's get things moving. You're watching the money again. And it just, I know, you are a fan. And would you, like the club, I want to see Arsenal now like moving to the next level. Do you know what I mean? Move to the next level. What I mean is like I want to see like Man United got some players. Chelsea got a couple of players in. Dewsbury Hall, which is what they want. Man City are still trying to see what is going to happen, which is going to come to Man City. But is Arsenal too slow? Pep Guardiola is holding your club back. It's Arsenal.
Ooh. Carry on.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in 5-10 minutes.
Pass back.
Yeah.
I wanted us to close Sesko deal early. I wanted that to happen. I want to have some kind of backup for Saka. If it's going to be Jesus, then that's how it is. I know that we're trying to bring in this youth kid, Wanyeri. Maybe he's going to be left 8. We've still got Vieira, ESR. Like we've got a lot of players that we need to like. If they're going to go, then we can replace them. I think we've got Lokonga's gone. And Tavares is gone, so there's a couple of like the really backup stuff is going out the door. I think Tierney's back. I saw him like in preseason. I don't want to see a bunch of these players, but it is what it is. If you don't get the money that you expect for the value, like ESR, for example, I think we're waiting for Fulham to come back with another bid that's supposed to be 45 million. I think Nketiah is supposed to be going to Marseille with Greenwood for maybe 30 million. I don't really care if we get 20 million for these guys, as long as we like hurry the deals up. But it is what it is. I think Arteta mentioned that because of the financial situations, a lot of these deals are going to be a lot slower to move through, and you're not going to see as many signings as early as you would have normally. So people are trying to do all this cook the book stuff right now, and I think it's
okay. Let me ask you something. If Arteta's not back, and I want to let me ask Martin and Nick here. Let me ask Martin. If Arteta's not backed, as people say that he should be backed, are the expectations still the same?
I think everyone's expected. Depends. Well, here's the question: has anyone done anything in the top?
Has Inter signed anyone? You guys have signed
Nobody bought anyone.
Yeah, we signed a lot.
Premier League. I mean, you go down at Newcastle, bought no one. City bought no one. Tottenham bought what? One player. Chelsea have probably been the busiest. That's it. Liverpool, no one. City bought one player. No one's doing anything. So right now, you are exactly as you were last season.
We signed Raya to a full deal, and we signed some 18-year-old keeper or something like that. So we've had two.
I would say
that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
That's bullshit. That's absolutely bullshit.
It's not enough to keep people happy. There's no meat on that bone.
Right now, City and United and Liverpool are the the front runners for the league.
With no players
City who?
signed.
Sorry, did you say United?
No, sorry, Liverpool,
Yes.
Arsenal had a 3-0
Oh, yeah.
goal. There's nobody else. That's it.
That's
And
mad
then
we
the
put
rest.
it that way.
What's changed?
That's crazy.
What's
That's
changed?
crazy.
But is City
Nothing,
going to
same
lose some
players.
players like KDB and stuff like that? What's the
No.
story with Alvarez?
Well, I mean, we'll come to that when we get to the City part.
Yeah, a little smoke there.
I'm not throwing it down, Red. There's no point. I'm not doing that because I have a different. I'm not doing it out of respect for them.
What about
so-
Bernardo Silva? Is he hanging
Yeah,
around?
staying.
Is he staying too? Okay.
No, KDB staying.
Yeah, I
see,
mean,
they-
if
they
people don't move,
same
then
old.
you can't get new
KDB
players.
staying. What do you mean KDB staying? Staying, sign a new contract.
It'll probably, from what I understand, he'll sign a one year deal, and then potentially move next summer.
Hmm.
So Saudi
One
Arabia
more
are
year
going to
again.
offer him the same money, are going to offer City the same money.
Well, you've seen with Edison, you don't pay the money, you don't move. You can agree
Yeah, but
terms
KDB has
already.
1 year. What? But KDB has 1 year left, though.
No. but
Why
that's
would he
the
sign
thing.
the extra?
No, but
Well,
then
hold
he goes
on.
on a
Why
favour.
would he? Okay, hold on. Why would he sign the extra deal, the extra year, if he's moving next year? Why doesn't he move for free?
He may do. But
Okay.
I like him at the moment.
Okay.
It's fine because Rodri's getting a new deal, Foden's getting a new deal, Diaz is getting a new deal, Haaland's getting a new renewal with a higher level. Edison will now get one, which will slightly piss me off, but that's a different situation. Because Edison, I feel he needs to earn his number one spot back. I don't like the agreeing with Saudi, and just because they wouldn't pay the fee, suddenly comes right back in, ring a roses, and everything's delightful again. Don't
Is
like
that? Would you
Annoys
care
me
if
now.
Edison left? Would you care if Edison left and Ortega is your number one?
See, I like Ortega. I like Ortega, but there has been a lot of flip-flopping with Ortega recently. Because as soon as Edison was potentially going, it was different. City will do business. There will be deals done. I'll wait for Mo to go into it because Mo wants to go down the Pep agenda. I don't know if he's
No, but the Pep.
We will be
To be
there.
honest,
We will be there.
listen.
We will be
I'm not
there.
gonna pat. I'm not gonna pat City on the back. This Pep situation is disrupting the City environment. It's not stable, and I know that what you're gonna say. And I'm gonna tell you this. To be honest, Martin, the biggest asset at Man City at the moment is Pep Guardiola. 60 to 70% of Manchester City Football Club as a name is down to Pep Guardiola. We know that, right? Yes, Mancini won a league. Yes, Pellegrini won a league. But basically, realistically speaking, Pep Guardiola, the image of Manchester City is not Khaldoon, right? It's not Sheikh Mansour. It's Pep Guardiola. We all know that, right? And if Pep Guardiola is publicly saying, or it's not him, but the reports are saying this guy is delaying until the winter to make the decision, basically until January, February, or March, why would players join Man City? Why would players renew the contract? Do you know what I mean? That is the point. Like if I'm, and by the way, that doesn't only go for you as City, that goes for Arsenal as well. Let's imagine if Arteta is having an ultimatum or Arteta is having an end of his contract, and Arteta is the biggest pull at Arsenal. If that happens, and Arteta says, I'm not sure if I'm staying another year or no, I might decide in January or February or March. Players are going to say, but we're fucking joining so you can coach us, so you can be within this team. Why would you join the club? Why would you sign a new contract? If I don't know who's going to be the manager, if you're going to tell me the manager is going to be someone I don't know, right? Why would I sign a new contract for the project at City? I promise you, Khaldoon and these guys don't do projects. Khaldoon and these guys do winnings. They don't do projects. It's all about the winnings. And you know what I'm talking about, Martin. It's all about, we aren't building 5-6 years. That is done from 2008 to 2012. City now are about, we need to win. We got to win. We got to build the team to win. We're not waiting 3, 4, 5 years. So that is the thing. And these older guys are going to say, we need to we need an answer. And that is why I say that Pep Guardiola.
I mean, yeah, people can look at it as that's a rational viewpoint of things are delayed because of Pep's Guardiola system. Pep's going to stay. Pep's going to stay a lot longer than people realise. Trust me on that. I'll tell you that. I'll say that.
More than you believe. More than you
He's
believe.
staying a lot longer than people
Cannot
realise.
replace.
City are just
He'll
not
be
doing
there.
it. City will announce it when they announce it. He's had his meeting with Sheikh Mansour. He's had his meeting with Khaldoon Al Mubarak over in Abu Dhabi. Happy as Larry. Family are very happy with it all. He's even been offered shares within the CFG group. City don't just want him on a 1 year roll, and City want him tied down for 3-4 years. And that's the plan as of now. Eventually, it will come down onto a 3, 4, 5 year deal.
How much can we
you are
pay?
right.
Can we do a collection? Like we can come together and pay Pep to go away?
No, the thing is, the idea is Pep, right now, as of now, City will be Pep's last managerial job, is what they're hoping for.
Overall, that's it. Retiring after that.
Well, we're still within the same. He's even looking at buying land and a proper place in Manchester than just an apartment.
What are your
I
thoughts
never
on?
said it was only 1 year. See, people have totally misconstrued that quote. He said, I'm closer to leaving than I am staying. Well, he's been at City for 9 years. Of course he's closer to leaving. Now things might have changed.
Over the 9 years. What are your thoughts that he might be given shares in Man City?
Doesn't his brother already own Yoro?
I'm up for that.
That'd be huge. That'd be huge.
115. People need to realise about City. City need to look at what Manchester City have taken on sponsorship-wise in the last just 3 months alone. So, does that look like a team that are in trouble to go down to Division 2? When you get the likes of WWE and TKO coming signing on for you, does that look like it? This TKO, Ariel Emmanuel, doesn't do due diligence into deals. Come on now, people.
Maybe today they do.
No comments.
But I actually think it's all linked. This slow, going back to the football again, this slow market from Manchester City, who has the money, by the way, is down to Pep. I think it's down to Pep. It's down to, is he staying, is he leaving? Which is, I don't know if that's related to the charges or not, or the case that is happening, or the case that is about to happen in November. But I think it is that.
But also the market.
I think it's hindering Manchester City.
I think the market is just not full of quality options.
Yeah, that is.
Who'd you buy? Kimmich wants to stay his final year at Bayern and go on a free. He's totally entitled to do that. He's on 300 odd grand a week. No one's going to whack out 300 odd grand a week. Bruno, City always said they were never going to pay the 100 million. That, according to sources, Ben Jacobs and others have said City are still interested. City have still got a major interest in Bruno. That hasn't gone away. The other one is João Neves, £110 million release clause. You got to remember, when you are, you just said it yourself, Mo, when you are talking a player of that ilk, you're talking a lot of money. So you're talking 3 figures. City very rarely go to 3 figures. We've been there once. We're generally comfortable around the 60, 70 million.
What are you guys doing with Nunez and Phillips and you keeping all these guys?
Phillips, there's an interest from Everton. I've got an interest in Calvin Phillips. Obviously, they've got room now and Nana's gone. Could also be used in a potential offer to Newcastle. Nunez, there's only Saudi interest, but Nunez doesn't want to go to Saudi.
And no more Paqueta, right? Like that's
no, Paqueta's done. Paqueta's finished. Paqueta's not even playing football anywhere.
What about Julian Alvarez? What about Alvarez and the Atletico Madrid deal and the loaning and all this stuff? Like, he wants to go. He wants to be the main guy.
I get it. I had this argument with City fans 2 years ago. I said Gabriel Jesus. I said Julian Alvarez is Gabriel Jesus version 2, and everyone laughed at me. And I went, it will be. I said he's Gabriel Jesus version 2. I said 2 years down the line, he will say, I want to play in my position. Well, he's got a Norwegian meat machine in front of him. And I think we've now seen in the Euros that we've got to stop this play my striker in midfield crap. Strikers are strikers. They're paid to put the ball in the onion bag. Arnold puts the ball in the union bag. More than Alvarez.
You don't think Alvarez is all of that as well?
No,
I was hearing
Alvarez
last
is a very,
season
very
Ballon
good
d'Or
player.
contender
No,
when he
he's a
won the
very-
World Cup.
Hang on. He's a very, very good player. He's an excellent player. He's not better than Alvarez. He's not better than
Is he-
Arnold. the goal
But
scorer.
is he Man City's starting level?
No. Who does he
I think
replace? Haaland?
His issue is
no,
that
like
he wants to
normally-
play striker, right? He wants to be that position. He doesn't want to be one of Pep's, play in 5 different position kind of guys. And we saw him trying to play in midfield, and the City fans were really mad at that because it really wasn't working. And I don't think he was enjoying it either. So yeah, I think he wants to be loved. And
At the
you
end
don't
of the
get
day,
loved.
Haaland scored nearly 90 goals in 2 seasons. 90 in 2 seasons. Everyone's a backup to him.
Everyone wants to be the main event. Not everyone can be. The main event's already there. How do you dethrone the main event when you're nowhere near him?
Would you be okay with selling him to a rival in the Premier League, Aro?
No, it has to be out of the Premier League. I think it'll be out of the Premier League anyway. But anyway,
So
I don't see him
you
leaving
do rate
anyway.
him that way, then?
I don't think City will want 80 million quid. And I don't see Atletico putting up 80 million quid. Do you?
Not that
I don't
money,
think you have
but
the
like,
upper hand here. That's what people think.
Contract
In this day
wants
and
to go,
age,
he will
I
go.
don't think City have the upper hand here
Well, we do.
in this deal.
Right, he's on a long-term contract.
If he wants to go and throw a tantrum, City will let him go.
That's the thing, that's the risk.
City will let him go.
that's
This is
true.
not. The thing about City is that
Hang on a minute, Mo. Edison's got a year left in his deal. 18 months roughly. He had a kick-off. Has he gone?
Didn't you guys
I
tell
think
that
in
guy
this.
to
I
Arsenal?
actually think in this day and age, in this day and age, I think players' power is too strong in terms of because of social media and all the stuff. If a player wants to go, they will go.
No one else. City dictate the fee. As others, when we go and buy a player, they dictate the fee. When you want to buy a player off City, we dictate the fee. End of. Al Nassr would not pay 50 million quid for Edison. See you later. Go and get your cheaper.
Would you keep so would you? But that's the other. Would you keep Cancelo, for example, if no one? Because I remember Man City wanted to sell Cancelo for like 40 million euros. Now it's going down to 15 million euros.
Yeah, that's very different because Cancelo went to nut Pep in the head. What do you want him to do?
But what about Ferran Torres?
But that's the whole point. If Alvarez say, I want to start, and he causes trouble, City will be forced to sell the guy.
I don't think they'll cause trouble like that.
Ferran Torres says he wanted to go, and you guys were fine with it.
No, but they made money off him.
Yeah, but we
actually made
made
money.
million off him.
You're going to make money off Alvarez too, aren't you? Wasn't he 15 million?
14 million.
Yeah, but it's not going to be 80. I don't think Alvarez is. To be honest with you guys, I actually don't think Alvarez is worth 80 million. That's just my opinion.
No.
Nah.
You can't hold the starting place. He's a good player. He's not 80 million pounds, to be honest. That's too much money for him. 50, 60 million.
22 years old.
22. Just won the copper.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
Everything.
he can't
Again.
even hold the start.
I mean, his price may dip soon.
He's completed football.
But yeah, his price may go way down. We may be selling him for a bottle of Vimto and a bag of Smarties next week.
Let me do this. A couple of super chats. Liverpool season saying, as a Liverpool fan, my loyalty is to my club, not the players. Players come and go. I love this. But the badge lives forever. More Liverpool has supporters club in Houston Town, H-Town. Yes, Austin, Dallas. Liverpool owns Texas. There's a big, massive Liverpool supporters in Texas, to be honest. Yes, I live in Texas, and I know that for sure. I always said that. Players come and go. It's always about the club. It's never about loyalty to the players. Never. Now, we, Julian, in a 360, we got Julian in 360. We own that man's soul.
Players come and go to Inter like it's a one night stand, brothel.
No, I don't care, bro. To be honest with you, I actually don't care. Players come and go, and I don't care. I only care about if the club is selling someone for the money. You know what I mean? But listen, people, we're 10 likes away from 300 likes, guys. Stop what you're doing now. Hit that like button. This will take you to HUSAM's stream, where he's going to talk about the failure of Liverpool of signing Leny. Yoro, of course, guys. It's going to take you back. Listen, we need to get to 300 likes now. The like button's underneath the live chat. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Guys, lots of salt, lots of tears about Man United, but we all know one thing, that Man United are back.
United are back.
They're absolutely They are
Until
Back.
they
November.
are
Until
the
November.
favorites now. Man United now are the favorites for top
For the
4
Premier
next
League.
season with the signing of Leny Yoro. Of course, Man United, of course, are actually the club that are favorites to get top 4 next season with the signing of
League.
Leny Yoro
The
under
league.
the massive, amazing structure of Dan Ashworth and Jim Ratcliffe, who
Title
renewed the
favourite.
trust in Eric Ten Hag. We're absolutely sure
We're big
about
Man
that.
United.
Of course.
We're big Man United. I need
I
Ahmed,
really
I need
wish
that
we had a
sound
Man
grab.
United fan
I
here.
need that sound grab
but
from Ahmed. I need that sound grab.
the 3 Man United fans that I get here are Mina, Ahmed, and Michael Griggs. Maybe I'll get somebody else. Maybe also. But listen, people, stay here. Don't go anywhere. We got to
We've got
300 likes. I don't have.
Diallo. They've got
Ahmad
Ingrid
Diallo.
And Ahmed Diallo.
That's
I
right.
want to appreciate everyone that actually watched us, join us. This has been absolutely a fun stream, amazing. And Martin, the Mancunian way in the description, and Nick's channel is in the description as well.
Don't follow me. I won't be here for 3
Right.
weeks now. I'm disappearing.
Yeah. See
Holiday.
that. Salty. I'm salty. Bro, I'm not salty. I only care about one thing, about who's going to win the Premier League, and I want someone else other than Man City. Man United are not in the contention for that for the next 2-3 years. I'm not salty at all.
Mbappe is
Thank you
gonna-
guys for joining. I appreciate you guys, and we are out of here for you.
Peace.